Well, Georgia has completely dominated Tennessee in every way. Their defense playing insane. Tennessee's offense completely sputtering, making so many mistakes. They can't even snap the ball. They've had like 10 false start penalties. They didn't even score a touchdown until like the last 4 minutes of this game. And at that point, Georgia basically gave up already. So it's kind of like a garbage time touchdown, if we're being honest. Now, this is not the best offense in America. You cannot score one touchdown in a big game like this and just be the best offense. You cannot. Alabama's offense is a lot better than this. And I will guarantee you that when Alabama and Georgia play for the SEC championship game, Alabama will at least score 30 plus on Georgia. Now, a lot of people are going to blame that it's the home crowd. They know Georgia's at home. It's in Athens. That's the reason why. But that shouldn't stop you from scoring at least a few times. If you're this good of an offense, it should not stop you this much. Hendon Hooker has missed so many passes. He's not throwing the ball downfield. It's like he's scared to throw it downfield. He's only throwing slants. He's throwing these little 5-yard passes. And everyone said that he was the Heisman quarterback. This is not the Heisman quarterback. I'm just saying, if you can only throw slants, he only had 139 yards passing till like 4 minutes left in this game. Again, that is not good enough. He's not throwing the ball on field. He's overthrowing everybody. He's missing these amazing receivers. Cedric Tillman, Brew McCoy, and Jalen Hallett have all been open, and he's just missing them, and he's not throwing the ball accurate downfield. And I'm going to leave it solely on him and the secondary for Tennessee for the reason that they lost this game. It is Hendon Hooker, the offensive line, and their secondary. And if you did not watch this game, let me just tell you, this man, Hendon Hooker, missed 4 wide open receivers on big plays that all would have been touchdowns. That would have been 4 touchdowns. They lost this game by a couple touchdowns. They would have had a chance to win. They probably would have won if he would have connected. So that is why I'm giving him most of the blame. And he held the ball way too long. I know that the secondary for Georgia was playing great, but his decision making is off. He was rattled the entire time, didn't know what to do. The composure wasn't there, and Georgia showed that it's still Tennessee. It's not anything else. I mean, they're like they are last year, a really good hurry up offense that can put points on the board. And people were comparing them to 2019 LSU. 2019 LSU destroyed Georgia's defense, and they could not be stopped by anybody, and nobody was stopping them. There is no comparison here at all. Tennessee is definitely overrated. Their offense, overrated. They finally played a real defense, and they could not score any points. And that's how it is. When you have a real legit offense and an all-time great offense, you score more than 13 points in one touchdown. You just do. That's what it is. I'm sorry, Tennessee fans, you guys are nowhere close to being 2019 LSU, and I'm just sorry. You cannot come in scoring one touchdown when Georgia's basically like just trying to hold you. Like it's the end of the game, and try to throw yourselves up there with 2019 LSU. Like it's just not happening. And then once you guys come down from heaven and understand that everything's gonna get better, Tennessee is gonna win out. They're gonna be 11-1. They're not making the playoff, but they will be there, and they'll probably play in the best bowl game outside of the playoff. And you know, I think that's a win for them. I really don't think that making the playoff and playing for a national championship was all for Tennessee. It's about improving, and they have improved. They are better than last year, and they might improve going forward, and they might be a perennial 10-win team, and they could do that, but they're just not ready. They need a better defense. They need a better secondary before they can even compete. Yeah, Hendon Hooker, he's a great quarterback, but he is not Bryce Young. He is not Joe Burrow. He is not up there with those guys. So the comparisons between all of them, he's not there yet. And it shows in this game. He could not make the plays to win. He kept making the wrong decision over and over and over again. And when the spotlight was on him, he underperformed. And that's not what great players do. They rise to the occasion, they overcome the adversity, and they do their best to keep their team in the game. Kind of like how Bryce Young does for Alabama almost every time they're playing a good team, like Tennessee, like Georgia. But yeah, that's my thoughts about this game. That's my little rant about Tennessee. I don't know where I'm going to put them in regards to the rankings, depending on what happens to Clemson, Notre Dame, Alabama, and LSU, and all those other little pieces. Also, I want to mention before I end the video, y'all scored less points than Missouri and Kent State on Georgia. But I will have my top 25 out probably around the midnight, 1 a.m. time period. So watch out for that video. Let me know what you guys think about everything I said below, and peace out.